Hey Live Leak, White Owl on Fire here. Today you're in for a real treat, because I'm going to show you what I do with this coin. I'm going to turn it into a ring. It takes many hours of sweat and tears. So sit back, grab a blunt and a brew, take it easy, kick your feet up, and enjoy the show. The first thing you have to do is get a coin that's made of silver. This is a 1945 half dollar. If it's not 90% silver, like the newer coins, then it'll turn your finger green. So I'm just going to let this play out in full speed or whatever length, so you get an idea of how tedious and boring and how little changes. You really have to do this for hours and hours, but you just carefully tap the coin. It's important to tap straight up and down and right on the center, and just slowly spin it so you hit the whole circumference of the coin. And you have to be really careful. If you just make one small mistake and hit it too hard, or if the coin's not straight up and you hit it, it will warp the coin, and once it's bent, it's pretty much ruined because you can't straighten it out for some reason. Okay, and here I'm just gonna play it at 3 times the speed, so you get the point, and maybe you'll see a little bit of progress in the coin. Basically, when you hammer it right there, it's just gonna mushroom out the edge of the coin, and you'll see that it just keeps getting little by little thicker and thicker, and the goal is to just keep mushrooming out the edge until it's the size of the ring you want. And that was another coin that I had started. And I'm just showing you in the video the progress I made. What you don't see is probably 20 minutes in between each one of these clips. It just takes a long time to do this. Overall, I think it took me about 3 hours of solid hammering just to get the size of the coin down. It would probably work better if I had an anvil, but I wanted to do it inside because I'm like 100 degrees outside, and I didn't want to mess around in the garage, so I put it on a towel, and the sledgehammer's just good enough to work. See, it looks like I've almost got it to the right size, and this is how I measure to see if I've done enough. If you look, the widest part of the knuckle of the finger you want to wear it on, you just see just a little bit on the edges on both sides. I had originally wanted to make this a pinky ring. And then you carefully drill a pilot hole in the middle. Use measuring device. It has to be perfect. And this is a really good way to cut your hand really bad, which I've done before, because that step drill bit's really sharp. Sometimes it'll grab that coin, and of course you have to hold on to the coin really hard. And when it grabs it really hard, then your hand pretty much goes where it does, and I've cut my palm really bad with that thing. But soldiers never give up. Okay, so I've gotten pretty much the middle taken out, and you have to be really careful because that step up drill bit will take a bite out of it that you don't want it to, and it'll actually take the numbers and letters right off the inside of that coin, which you don't want. Because in the end you'll see that you can read the coin on the inside of the ring. And this is just me showing off some of my silver I've collected. That's actually about $900 in silver melt value alone. It's just quarters and dimes, all silver. And then I took a metal file in my drill and just carefully cleaned up that inside lip. And this step's pretty important. Here I'm getting rid of that little line or lip where the inside of the coin used to be, and it flattens the ring out so it fits on your finger better, and you don't have this like line cutting into your finger. And it makes the ring the final size right now. You keep doing this and rolling it, it'll actually shrink down just tiny little bits until you get it perfect. And here I'm about to polish it and make it into a mirror finish. This stuff works really good. It's called Blue Magic. And just do an initial buffing here. The more pressure you press on that ring, the slower it spins, so it gets it pretty uniform. And here I'm doing the inside, polishing the inside of the ring. And this is the best way to polish it though. It's all fun and games until that plastic trash bag catches the drill chuck and wraps around, and you spend about 10 minutes just trying to save your drill. Here, I'm going to take it off and show you the progress. I mean, this is like 45 minutes of polishing on this. polishing the inside bevel edges of the ring where the writing is that says United States of America and the date and all that. Kind of makes the numbers pop out. Edge of the ring too. And that's the finished product. If you look, if you can see it, it has the words God and trust on the ring from In God We Trust. It has the date. It has the sun with the rays of the sunlight. And some olive branches, and of course the other side, United States of America, $50. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the video.